Hello all my faithful YouTube followers, and welcome to Cornbeef Reviews, and today we will be talking about The Long Dark, one of my absolute favoritist games ever made. I started following this game around 2013. What was it? It was like October 2013, so somewhere around there. It was a hell of an adventure. I was with this game early access. Scraped up this was before I was old enough to work. My parents wouldn't buy it for me, so I literally scraped up $20 in change and took it to the bank and got it cash to pay them to get me this damn game. So funny little story of right there, you know. I played the demo of this game and I just absolutely had to have it as soon as, you know, the little 2-hour trial expired or whatever. So let's talk about the gameplay here. I am just now starting out. Picked a random map, male survivor, you know, yada yada. So this is a first-person perspective solo survival experience. It's a wilderness survival game, and it does have a story mode. We'll get into that a little later, but basically, you know, you're stuck. If you read, you know, the little starting screen there, you're stranded in northern Canada whenever your plane is brought down by some mysterious force, and you have to try to survive. And the sandbox mode, which I'm playing right now, is basically just an infinite survival experience. So you just go around, you have to monitor all of your stats and everything. You have your hunger, thirst, you know, your exhaustion, all that. You know, all your mixes of the typical survival genre. But fun fact, this was the first survival game that came out on the Xbox One, and you may notice my audio was a little messed up. It's playing a little bit ahead, but if you can just bear with me and ignore that, there's absolutely no way to fix that. I've been working all day to try to fix the audio. Using Xbox Game DVR is just terrible, you know. I would not recommend using this piece of shit software unless it is the only thing that you have to work with, which is, you know, it is the only thing I have to work with. And I really want to start putting out some content for you guys, so I'm using it. Anyway, so what was I talking about? The gameplay. That's basically all there is to know about it. It's a survival game. You go around, you have to find shelter, or you can build shelter. You can't build like big cabins or anything, but you can build little snow shelters, you know, just around the place. Here you see me hiking up this path headed towards a lookout, which is what that sign was pointing out, a ranger lookout, ranger station, or a fire watch station, whatever you call it. The footprints in the snow there, I love it. So, fun fact, the main character is voiced by the same guy that voiced Solid Snake in the Metal Gear Solid series, and then the female protagonist is voiced by the same woman who voiced Bastila Shan in Knights of the Old Republic, and I absolutely love that. I didn't particularly care for her performance in that game. I never really liked Bastila. She was kind of a bitch, but anyway, this ain't about KOTOR, it seems. No matter what I do, I always veer off and talk about KOTOR. So, the art style of this game, absolutely gorgeous. This game is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. Starting out, it was kind of meh, but they did take their basic graphic style and they turned it into something so beautiful. It's like a hand-painted canvas, you know. Everything is hand-painted, basically. which I really love that. I love art styles like that. It makes the horizons and the sunsets and everything just look so beautiful. And then at night, the aurora, oh my god, one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in a video game. And just the setting as well, you know, the setting of the game, this northern Canada bordering Alaska type of thing. I love the scenery, the mountains, all the trees and the wilderness. There are sections of man-made shelters that you can find, like little towns and whatnot. And coming up right here, you can get weapons in this game. There's a flare gun and a rifle. I pick up this rifle here, but I don't have any ammo for it, unfortunately. It would really come in handy if I did. You can hunt, take down deer, rabbit. There's moose and bear and wolves. The wolves are the main thing. The wolves are really what you have to watch out for in this game. But yeah, just a very fun. It's one of those, you know, thought-provoking games. It's one of those. It's very slow-paced. It requires you to do a lot of thinking, first of all, because long-term survival. If you're thinking of long-term survival, you know, it is. It's actually, it gets kind of complicated. You have to, you know, manage your inventory and manage your needs, and, you know, balance everything out and ration your food out, manage your food stores. And I think that it's just a very fun game. I've always liked survival games anyway, but this is among the top, you know, the top survival games that I've ever played, if not the best one. And it actually has a very large community behind it, Hinterland Forums, and y'all, some of the best experiences of my life from Hinterland Forums. I mean, you can call me a nerd or whatever. I did nerd out over this game so hard whenever I first got into it, back whenever it was early access. But man, the community is just so nice and friendly, and the game designers, they have a team that gets on there and, you know, to talk to the community. And Raphael, the creative producer of this, even goes on the forums himself and, you know, replies, and I absolutely love that. You know, it's just such an amazing community and such an amazing team behind the game. So here you see me just warming up here in this broken down lookout. Probably got knocked over by a blizzard. This lookout used to not be torn down, actually, and it actually broke my heart the first time in the new update that I climbed that hill and I saw that lookout tipped over. And, you know, this was one of my favorite locations in the entire game, and I climb up that hill and it's gone, and I'm like, no, my home, you know, like, it's just completely fucking gone now. Kind of makes me wonder what would have happened if, you know, you had a save file and you were inside the lookout and you loaded it back. Would you have just spawned up in the air and dropped down? I don't know. I really wish I would have seen that coming so that I could have tested that. But what haven't I talked about yet about the gameplay? There's this climbing mechanic, which you're about to see now. You don't use it too much on the other maps, but on Timberwolf Mountain, it is just... Well, there goes the audio. Hey, it should kick back in a minute whenever the new clip starts up. Yep, here we are. So, Timberwolf Mountain is such a rewarding experience climbing that mountain. You know, if you decide to go play this game, I would go and climb Timberwolf Mountain. Don't look up any tutorials or how-tos or anything. Just get up that bitch. You know, it's such a cool experience. And there's our first wolf right here. This is when shit starts to get real. You want to stay away from the wolves, because this event that has happened that brought our plane down, it's making all the wildlife crazy. You know, deer are out of their migration patterns, and wolves are all over the place, and they're crazy. They're acting like they're vicious. You know, it really messed with their heads, and they really just attack anything at sight. See, this wolf right here is just stalking me right now. There's another one down here I'm about to run into. You know, these are the moments that I play this game for. I absolutely love it. So let's talk about the music for a little while now that I've got the gameplay aspect out of the way. I'm sure there's things that I missed. This is my first review. I'm doing the best that I can, really. I've never talked about a game. You know, I've never gone into detail like this in a video about any games. I've never made a video of purely a game review, so I would like to think that I'm doing okay at it. Just, you know, you can let me know in the comment sections below what you think about my performance, or, you know, what you think I need to be brushing up on, because constructive criticism is what drives me. You know, it helps so much, and I really do appreciate the support, guys. So, you know, just drop a comment down there, discuss in the comment section, and let me know. Alright, so the music. There isn't any music playing in this clip, I don't believe, but you did hear the music in the intro. And it is just so beautiful. They had blah blah, getting tongue tied here. They had composers that worked on other games like Mass Effect to come and make the music for this game, and it is so beautiful. You know, I tried to catch that rabbit there. Didn't have very much luck with my bare hands. Yeah, you can try to hunt down rabbits with these stones here. I'm gonna pick up this stone and get this rabbit. Y'all keep watching. So, anyway, back to the music. I can't name the composer right off the top of my head, but you know, props to them. You know, this game has some of the most beautiful music I've ever heard in a video game, and that seems to be a recurring theme. This game is just plain beautiful. Got him. God damn, that breaks my heart, you know? Yeah, this game is so beautiful. Breaks a rabbit's neck. And here comes one of those pesky wolves coming to bother me. He probably smelled that rabbit on me. So I got that rabbit. I was going to have a decent meal for tonight, and I immediately had to throw it down for that wolf. You know, that sums up this game so well, I think. And another wolf right there chasing me back. It is just, everything is out to kill you. It is crazy. The wolves and the weather and, you know, everything. So since I don't have any ammo for my rifle, I think it'd be best to pick up a few of these stones. So you can actually use the stones as a weapon against wolves too. Most of the time, it does nothing but piss them off. But if you do get a lucky shot right between the eyes, then, you know, it might just stun that wolf long enough for you to make an escape or scare it away. But I would recommend only throwing a stone at a wolf if it's your last resort and that motherfucker is about to eat you. Because otherwise, it will just piss it off. You can find these murders of crows flying around to signal you to dead bodies, you know, carcasses, like whether it be human or animal. You know, always follow the crows. You can find deer carcasses and, you know, scavenge the meat off of it. Be a scavenger. Those damn wolves up there, man, they are everywhere in this game. I'm telling you. It's like that. They're just like funneling me into a. I swear this could be an ambush. They're like funneling me in this direction. They won't let me stop going in this direction. That's what was going through my mind the whole time while I was playing this. I was like, man, they're setting an ambush for me. I just know it. They've grown intelligent. They're coordinating this shit. They're funneling me into an ambush. I'm gonna get attacked by a bear or some shit. They're all gonna share the meat. Absolutely crazy. I adore this game. You know, it's one of those, as I said, it's very thought-provoking. It's very resource management. I'm not necessarily trying to survive right now. Like I said, I just wanted to represent the Long Dark experience. You know, what a new player might see his first time playing the game. I know on my first playthrough, I found like a little shelter and stayed there for a couple nights, and then went up to the dam, and I got attacked by a wolf outside of the dam, and I guess I can go ahead and tell you guys, they removed Fluffy. There used to be a wolf inside of the dam named Fluffy. I got attacked by Fluffy. I had no idea that there was a damn wolf in there. A damn wolf in there. There was a damn wolf in the dam. So I got attacked by Fluffy and like stumbled out into the wilderness in the middle of a blizzard, and I died trying to start up a fire behind a tree. I was bleeding and hypothermic, and I was like, I died, and right whenever I died, that was the end of my 2-hour trial, and I just sat there like, oh my god, I've got to get this game, you know. And I think that my longest survival run, don't judge me on this, is 56 days on Stalker. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard doing that long-term survival. There's a bear over there. Bears on this game are very vicious. You don't want to mess with them. Looks like I found me a shelter here. Not going to pay that moose any attention. I'm sure he won't bother me. Just need to go up in here and get warm. So anyway, that has been my review of The Long Dark. This has been Big Daddy Cornbeef with y'all, and yeah, I'll see y'all, see y'all in The Long Dark. You really need to go out and get this game. It's amazing. Alright, take it easy, y'all. Peace.